Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Well, after Hoobastank, we'll talk about the situation where a woman says her sister sent her an invoice and charged her for stuff she used while she stayed with her for 2 weeks. And we're not judging each person yet because we'll wait till we get to the story and break it down for you coming up. But we had a big announcement today. About an hour ago, we let you know that Brian and Kenzie, next week, as we do every year, we launch our God Bless the Gravy food drive to benefit the Greater Chicago Food Depository. We do that online where you donate. Last year, you helped us set a record. And really, I'm not being funny with this. I'm saying you saved lives because the amount of food that your donations help do, lives were saved. And you'll never meet these people, but that's okay. That's what charity is about, and that's what this whole thing is about, of helping people through this radio show. Now, we're upping the ante this year. Is not only launching it next week online, but we'll be doing a broadcast a week from Friday. So that'll be Friday, October 24th. And we will be at Alexander's in St. Charles, broadcasting live 6 to 10 a.m.
I am so excited.
And I'm really stoked we're, getting out to St. Charles. Love that area. And I've never been to that restaurant, so that's why I'm really stoked.
It's so kick-ass. The food is awesome. We're so lucky to partner with this restaurant group because they also have Village Square, Rookies, Old Republic, Alexander's, of course. And throughout the food drive, we're going to be doing different appearances on different nights throughout those food locations. It'll be really, really exciting.
It's a way you can help out with God Bless the Gravy just by showing up and hanging out with us. It'll be just a show, live, party going on, but you get yourself some food and have a great way to start your day getting on to, whether you're going to work or you're coming home from work, whatever. You don't have to stay the whole time. You can stop in for an hour, half hour, get some food and hang out with us. We love getting out to you. And next stop will be St. Charles. So it'll be a week from Friday, October 24th. Put that in your phone right now, 6 to 10 a.m. And we'll have all the information at Q101.com. It'll all be up, and we'll give you more information about what our plans are for the broadcast as well. But get out there and hang out with us.
I know, it's going to be such a blast. I'm really excited.
It's also
unlike a lot of our other live broadcasts, we're actually doing this at a breakfast spot. So there's going to be good coffees. There's going to be food available right away. That doesn't always happen because we're doing it at these bars, which is still a blast. But different environment for this one. So you can actually come and have breakfast at the live broadcast, which is awesome.
I imagine a lot of our listeners, it's their normal stop anyway for breakfast on the way to work. So we'll be there at Alexander's in St. Charles a week from Friday. Cannot wait. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. God Bless the Gravy is back to help out the Greater Chicago Food Depository this year. You can help.
Brian and Kenzie
on Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So, a woman says her sister sent her an invoice and charged her for stuff she used while she stayed with her for 2 weeks. Interesting situation. Coming up on the holidays, as we talked about with God Bless the Gravy, this is a time when most of us out there, spend some time at someone else's house, whether you're on the couch, in a guest room, whatever. I'll be doing that. I think all of us do that around the holidays. And no one would ever expect this. I've never heard of this before, but an invoice sent to the sister for what she used over 2 weeks. She stayed with her sister for 2 weeks. Now, the situation is this, that the person that got the invoice, just to give some kind of basis before we judge, is a visual artist for children's books. I don't know if that means they're a good person or not, but right off the bat,
they draw. What does that mean?
Well, children's book illustrator, author, I kind of think, maybe it's a really nice person. I don't know. Maybe they're not.
Could be, could not be. You could just be good at drawing.
It's
you
true.
Hate kids.
Yeah. I don't know if it makes them a good person. I don't think by default it makes them a bad person, but
Right.
I don't know if by default it makes them a good person.
They're not they volunteer make books for St. Jude. That would be different. They're drawing.
Yes.
Which is great.
I love it. If this was Mother Teresa, I'd say we know that's a good person. It's not, though.
And it could have also been an executioner. So that also gives you a guide of maybe what kind of person they are, too. Not that they're always bad people either. They're just doing their job, executing people.
What are you going to do?
Yeah, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah, honest work.
So I just wanted to mention that's the person that got this, if that helps you judge the situation. Now, this was a viral tweet that went out. So it was a tweet that the girl that got the invoice put out, and then it's got somewhere between 5 to 6 million views since it was put out there. And she said, check out what my sister sent me after staying with her for 2 weeks. Now, it's a very official-looking invoice. At the top, it says the Hubbard household with actually a font and logo.
Fun.
I mean, very official. It looks like it came from a hotel. easily.
Wow.
And it says issued to the person and their email, and there's actually an invoice number on it too.
I feel like we should have logos for our houses. I've never really thought about that before, but we should all have like at our.
Well, some people have like a family crest.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
Me either.
I always love
I don't
it.
have family crest money.
Well, I don't know if it involves money because
You've never seen a poor person with a family crest.
Yeah.
listen, I was at an appearance once
On
here.
my Goodwill shopping cart with my flag it like this is my family crest.
Listen, this guy, and I'm not saying he was driving a Bentley or anything. I'm not saying he was poor either. I'm just saying he was came up to me and he said, "You want to see my family crest?" And I said, "Of course I do. Why wouldn't I want to see your family crest?" Proceeded to take off his shirt and it was tattooed on his back. And
That's probably not. He probably got kicked out of the family.
I don't know. Or he's the leader of the family because, it was like an eagle over through his shoulders and then it went all the way down his back right to his butt. He had to pull his pants on a little bit to see the bottom of it. So,
Who did this?
I was a listener, one of our listeners.
Okay.
Yeah, he had his family crest all over, tattooed on his entire back.
I feel like family crests they're like a very elegant thing.
I don't know if they always are. This one was pretty badass. I wouldn't use the word elegant.
But badass.
Badass I would use.
But how do you get one? Because I don't think I can just make a family crest.
Somebody down the line, a great grandfather had to create it.
That should be a website, makeafamilycrest.com.
Maybe it is. But
Do you want to see if it exists while we continue this discussion?
I will.
I'm
Kenzie,
gonna
what were you
look up
saying?
how to make one. Hold on.
Step 1.
Come with me to make a family crest.
It probably says go stop at Hobby Lobby. You probably got to start there in the crafts department to come up with things to design it.
Be so
How to
difficult.
make a family crest. Make your own family crest ring. Design your own crestring.com exists.
But that's a ring, though. I want like a big logo. I want a back tattoo.
Yeah, I want a back tattoo of an eagle.
Yeah. Or an eagle involved.
Or a lion.
Yeah. Ooh, a lion would be good.
Here's 8 easy steps.
Jesus.
I swear to God. I don't know.
What's step 1? I'm just curious what step 1 is.
Choose a shape for your coat of arms. Shields are traditional, but any shape will work.
Well, what shape do you want, Brian?
Pentagram.
You can't do that.
Yeah, I want one of those.
Hey, man, that's badass.
Give me the Motley Crue logo. The pentagram on the album of Shot at the Devil. That's it.
You know what? Give me the Rolling Stones logo. That's my family crest.
Do you want the rest of the...
I'm not sure if I want the rest. What's number 2?
Divide the shape into 4 sections with a symbol in each, or fill the space with one symbol.
Oh, this is already getting too
I
complicated.
know. Kenzie, will you do this for me? Will you make my family
I'm
crest?
not making your family crest. It's going to be like a Cheeto, a bottle of Mountain Dew.
So there's got to be 4 things in the 4 quadrants. There's got to be something that represents your family, I guess. Cheetos.
Socks.
Yeah.
Socks. My dad's a sock salesman.
Yeah.
And so Cheeto's about to do socks. Why don't we finish out the 4, then we'll move on. What's
A
the
record?
Oh, a record, because, music.
I was going to say a mustache.
Oh, yeah. Well,
maybe-
a lot of options for me.
There you go. So this has like a family crest type of thing on this invoice. Back to the person. The woman says her sister sent her an invoice and charged her for stuff she used while she stayed with her for 2 weeks. Again, I'd be curious if anybody's ever been charged by a family member to stay at their house. Just hit us up at 312-591-8300. So here's the list. Here's some of the things on this wonderful list. And it has like description, unit price, quantity, and the total. A very official looking invoice. Blackout curtains. She used blackout curtains while she was there. And it says unit price 30, quantity 1, total 30.47. She added tax on the final price.
$30 use the curtains? That was like the cost of the curtains?
Well, I guess she's saying the cost of them, but then I guess usage maybe was the same as the price.
What the hell is wrong with her? That's weird. I thought that maybe she charged her because she used up like everything. Like you went through a month's supply.
Coke Zero or something.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
use the curtains, was there an option not to? They were already there.
Well, she used that room, so I guess it was like a hotel room, and it's not going to get better on this list, Kenzie, because it goes to a curtain rod for $15.99, a mattress topper for $37.87.
She had to pay the full price for the curtain rod?
Yes, it was $15.99 for the curtain rod, and it was $37.87 for the mattress topper. Now, maybe the sister bought this stuff for her to enjoy her stay. I don't know, and that's why she added this stuff to an invoice.
What the hell?
Also, a box fan for $21. The room must be hot.
That's so the mattress topper I almost understand because sometimes I don't want to sleep on somebody else's where they've slept. Mattress top released, you get a fresh
No.
coat of paint there.
So you're wrong, Case, because if you're gonna have a guest room, you have to deal with it. If because you can decide, you have to deal with it. You have to eat the cost if you're gonna invite somebody in, because it's optional. You can say you have to get a hotel. I don't let people stay here.
That's true. That's what I tell Brian to do all the time. He runs his house like an Airbnb for some reason.
Yeah,
Right, I know.
like a lot of relatives, they all stay over.
I will never understand that.
I love a big fun house of people.
I don't.
I love it. You don't.
I am not a fan.
I know. I'm like Frank Sinatra. I have a party. I have cocktails and martinis ready for everybody walking in.
I've never been invited over. That makes me so mad that you just said that.
Also, is Sinatra the go-to for being neighborly?
Yes.
Okay.
He was known for those big parties, everybody drinking. Again,
I never got the
Not
invite.
everybody.
not everybody. That's right.
What the hell?
Well, we just moved in. We still got some boxes around.
Oh,
We're
yeah, I know.
Everybody take
I've
it
only
up
been
there.
there 3 months.
Now, one of the things is like usage-based. It was Pepsi. She drank 10 Pepsis in a week, so she's charging her $2.99 a Pepsi, so $30 for the Pepsi.
$2.99 a Pepsi. Where's she getting her Pepsi?
Well, that's restaurant price.
She's like upcharging. This is insane. Like you would think like the usage, like you use the curtain $1, like because the curtains were $30, it was like $1. She's upcharging. She's making money on the deal. That's not what happens when you have a guest. You cannot do this.
Yeah. The final added tax, it was $150 overall.
Oh, my God. And I have to note, it was 10 Pepsis over the course of 2 weeks. She stayed with her sister for 14 days. 10 Pepsis in 14 days is nothing. It's
impossible.
I can do 10 Pepsis by the end of the show if I want to.
That's less than a drink a day.
Yeah, come on. We can't. That's criminal. We can't be charging for Pepsi like that.
I
And
drink.
how about you let her know you're charging $2.99 a pop so she can go out and get them for significantly less and put her own sleeve in there? That's like highway robbery.
I think if you go to Panera and you buy one, they'll refill it for free. If you buy the big cup or something, they have a refillable cup you can buy
I
at
feel
Panera.
like that's like 7-Eleven. I don't know if that's Panera.
No, I think it's Panera. No, I trust
feel
me.
like Panera's known for their free soda refills.
No, because my brother does that. He always comes in with a Panera cup, and at the house, I just refilled it on the way over here. It's awesome.
But then you got to find the closest Panera.
Not many of them. No, and they're not drive. Well, some have drive-throughs.
Have you guys ever seen, this was like a long time ago, and it was a picture that went viral, but this is like probably pre-Instagram even, and somebody opened their trunk and they had a drink from every restaurant so they could always get a refill.
Oh, it's
It was like a
genius.
McDonald's, cup of Burger King, cup of Portillo's, a Panera. So every time they went out, they kept the cup, so no matter where they were, they could get a drink for free. That was their whole trunk.
So Dylan checked in and said a buddy of mine will let his brother use his tools and then charge him for them every time.
Oh my God.
That is amazing.
Maybe we're doing it wrong.
773 checked in. My sister and mother did not get along for years. And when my sister finally moved out, she received a bill from my mom for everything she used and included a section on the bottom labeled pain and suffering.
Oh, my God. It's your child.
Well, they didn't get along. She opened up and saying they didn't get along.
Your Honor, fair point.
My friend and his brother living at home, they were charged living at the parents' house, and in college and after college, they had to pay for their own food, toilet paper, and anything they used. Dan checked in from Evanston on that.
Okay, but that's different. Like paying for your own food because you permanently live there as an adult is different than a guest coming in town.
Let me tell you something. I lived with my parents after college for about 9-10 months. And I would just pull up to that dinner table and go, so, Ma, what's going on here? What do we got?
The meatloaf.
So,
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Turnstile with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We're talking about a woman that says her sister sent her an invoice and charged her for stuff she used while she stayed with her for 2 weeks. And we're having people check in. A lot of people, apparently this has happened to, that you get charged by a family member for staying over. Keep hitting us up at 312-591-8300. Got to check in from Broadview. I brought up that my brother goes to Panera and gets his drinks refilled all the time. And you guys were wondering about why does Panera do that really? It's called the Ultimate Sip Club. It's $5 a month for 3 months. So for $15, 3 months, you join the Unlimited Sip Club at Panera. You get endless access to select coffee and teas, lemonades, and fountain drinks That's a pretty good deal.
That is a good deal.
You just got to find the Panera near you, which sometimes they're a little tough. They're tucked away. They're snuck in places, the Paneras. There you go.
Check the strip malls, baby.
Yeah. So thank you for checking in from Broadview. Kenzie had a point to make about that. Your mom charged you for something or what?
I know. We were talking about this because Brian's like, when I was in college, I lived with my parents. I didn't pay for anything. So I moved out very early, like right in like the 18-ish zone. I was out already. But I would come see my parents a lot, and I was waitressing full time. I was in school full time, very busy schedule. Well, I got a hole in my waitressing pants because you had to like wear a certain like jean, right? And I didn't have money for a new one, so I asked my mom if she could pick me up an iron-on patch because she was out running errands. I didn't really have time for errands because I worked full time and was in school full time and was also an intern and whatever. So it wasn't going great. And I was like, can you please pick me up this iron-on patch? I can't afford new pants. She's like, yeah. So I stopped by her house to grab it so I can iron it on and fix the hole before waitressing. It was 75 cents, and she left the receipt out, which is my mom's, you owe me this. And I was like, I don't think I have any change. And she goes, well, then you can just pay me $1. Like,
damn!
So she charged me for a 75-cent iron-on patch as my mom. And I didn't live there, so I wasn't mooching off her. It wasn't like, you have enough of my stuff for free. I was like, okay, struggling out here, Mom, trying to eat and stuff.
Yeah, so you can just give me $1. I'll make a 25 cents. She made 25% profit on that patch.
On the deal, on the patch.
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Yes. Well, that's how she's able to retire now. Pretty much. Your mom's close to retirement.
She's getting close.
It's all because of you.
Yeah. Those patches.
What an upcharge. Good for her.
Yeah.
It was great.
Did you sit there when you gave her the $1 and held your hand out like waiting for a quarter to come your way?
I know. I wanted to be just as cheap as her. I'm like, well, you owe me 25 cents, bitch.
Yeah.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Time for Head to Headlines, where you decide the content of the show based on the headline alone. So we're going to give you two. We've narrowed down the hundreds of funniest headlines of the week to two to make it easy for you to vote. You vote in by texting headline 1 or headline 2 after you hear both headlines, and then we'll come back and we'll break down whichever story you want. The kicker is we'll never talk about the other story again. We have great friends high up at Google, that new building right on the South Loop. They're taking up to the old Thompson Center, and they're going to scrub it from the internet the second we say, this one's gone, don't do it. So big responsibility here on your part in Head to Headlines. So let's get to it. Headline number 1. An Oklahoma girls basketball team returned its championship after discovering it actually lost the title game.
Oh. Well, how do you mess that up?
That's the real one. That one's, I'm fascinated because I haven't read them. We all read them together. I don't know how that's possible, but I'd love to know how. But I'm not trying to encourage you which one to vote for. I'm just saying an Oklahoma girls basketball team returned its championship after discovering it actually lost the title game.
That's a tough one.
I mean, are they home with the trophy, like drinking champagne out of it, like the Stanley Cup, and then they got to give it back? Like, that'd be very disturbing. So that's headline 1. Headline 2, so don't vote yet, is parents accused of leaving teen on side of interstate with a bag of handguns, telling him to fend for himself.
What?
Now, in fairness to them, if you're going to leave somebody to fend for themselves, you might as well give them a bag of handguns.
Just a bag of handguns?
Yeah. By the way,
Where did he get dropped off at? I'm curious.
well, that's the curious part of it. Bag of Handguns playing Riot Fest in 2026.
That might be a real band.
Is Bag of Handguns
I think
a band?
I like them.
Great hardcore band.
Absolutely.
They're on their 3rd album already. All right, so headline 2 again is parents accused of leaving teen on side of road with a bag of handguns, telling him to fend for himself. That's headline 2. So text in right now, 312-591-8300, headline 1 or headline 2. After Radiohead, we read the story you want us to because you decide the content in Head to Headlines. We'll never talk about the other story again. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, Head to Headlines, where you decide the content of the show based on the headlines alone. We narrow down 2 of the funniest headlines of the week, and then we throw them to you. And based on the headline alone, you decide what story we break down. The other story we'll never, ever talk about again. So let's go to the votes, but actually the headlines first before we give the results. So headline 1 was, an Oklahoma girls basketball team returned its championship after discovering it actually lost the title game.
Oh.
That's even funnier the second time around.
Just so curious about how they found that out. The scores table, they weren't paying attention for a minute. Went to get some popcorn.
You got that big board that tells the score.
Yup.
Right. It seems like everybody would have seen the score.
Well,
you know what I mean?
On the big board.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe we'll get to that story. We'll get to the voting in a second. But headline number 2 was, parents accused of leaving teen on side of interstate with bag of handguns, telling him to fend for himself.
I just like the word accused of. It sounds like they did it. Did they find him with a bag of handguns and he was alone? It sounds pretty open and shut to me.
Well, we'll only know if that's the winner. And in fact, headline 2 did win because I think people were more curious about the bag of handguns than the game. I gotta admit, I think I'm more curious about that game.
Well, we're gonna go with the handguns.
So we're contacting Google. It's being scrubbed from the internet. You'll never see that story ever again.
And I have to note before we break down headline 2, Ted checked in on the text line. His name is Ted with $300 in the bank. Congratulations, Ted, on all that money.
You have no idea how we label you in the text thread.
I for the life of me, cannot remember why we know Ted has $300.
If I had to guess, can I make a guess about why that's there?
Yes, you may.
My guess would be when Brian did the fun fact that would make everybody feel better. And it was if you have more than, $2,500 in your bank account?
Yes.
It was something like 2,500 or more.
You are richer than what? More than half the world?
More than half the world.
And he goes, everybody has that. And boy, do they not. And he made a lot of people feel really bad.
I thought it was a fun, feel-good fact about if you have $2,500, you're one of the richest half in the world. And
Why would that be good?
Because I thought that everybody listening could kind of have maybe $2,500 around.
No, you thought wrong.
Also, not good that many people are struggling with that.
It is. What did that backfire?
It really backfired.
Really did. Really backfired.
But I could see him at that time texting in going, I have 300.
Well, Ted, who has $300, checked in and said, just a sack of guns, ? No ammo. Poor kid practically just had a tube sock full of rocks. Which, by the way, that in and of itself is a deadly weapon.
Yeah, but you have to get close to somebody to use it. A gun, you could be far away.
That's the rub.
Also, if you walk in even with an empty gun somewhere and pretend you're robbing the place, I don't think they're going to call your bluff. They're not going to be like, prove it, shoot me.
Well, here we go. This is the story you chose to get broken down. Parents accused of leaving teen on side of interstate with bag of handguns, telling him to fend for himself. And this came from Northport, Florida. A couple in Florida is facing charges, so there goes the alleged part, Kenzie, after police said they left a 16-year-old boy by himself on the side of Interstate 75 and told him to fend for himself. So right there, that's what we got. Not good.
Weird technique. It wasn't like you're on the interstate. It wasn't like we left him in the woods to hunt. Why would you give him a bag of guns on the interstate?
Now, before we continue the story, what do you think caused that to happen? The parents would say, get out, here's a bag of guns, fend for yourself. Just before we get forward with what transpired.
I bet they caught him sneaking out once. Like one time.
Well, you lived in Florida for a little bit. You know how these parents are down there.
Yeah.
I'm going to side with Kenzie. I'm not saying as of right now that the teen deserved it, but the teen might have deserved it.
I just think.
I don't know if everybody else deserves it. Why did you give him a hand? Like, we're all going to get shot.
I think he asked how many more miles too many times.
That's true. Are we there yet?
Yeah, are we there yet? How many more miles? How many more miles? How many more miles?
And the dad's like, honey, grab that bag of handguns.
Don't make me pull over and give you a bag of handguns.
You're annoying me, but I'm going to give you a bag of handguns to smooth it over.
Because I love you. You're annoying me, but I love you.
That's Florida love right there. All right, so we continue in the story. Police said the couple left a bag of handguns and cash with the teenager.
A little walking around money.
Yeah, wet his beak a little bit.
Yeah, well, he could buy some bullets if he didn't have any.
Sounds like a Saturday night.
Let's go over to Dick's Sporting Goods, get some bullets, Walmart. So according to a probable cause affidavit, the Northport police received a call October 1st, just before 6 p.m., about a boy seen walking along I-75 a mile south of Sumter Boulevard. So As a kid on the highway.
Walking with his guns.
Yeah.
In trouble again.
It looks like Halloween candy in his bag, but it's just a bunch of handguns.
Yeah. I do picture a pillowcase.
I do too.
Or kind of like
That
Linus.
would be heavy.
Yeah.
A whole bag?
I think some guns are kind of light, handguns. I don't think they're all super heavy.
Bag of them.
When you think of a bag, is there like 17 guns in that bag?
Yeah, a bag implies heavy.
There can't be just 2, right? Because that
Right,
wouldn't.
it's a whole bag. It's a plethora.
Yeah, that's
'Cause,
right.
If it was 2, he could have holsters, but he's got a bag.
Yeah.
Put him in his pocket. 2 bag pockets.
The teen said that when he got home from school, the couple informed him they were taking a trip. Sounds like a wonderful time, actually, right there. Sounds like good parenting. When he returned from walking the family dog, he saw they were frantically throwing clothes into duffel bags and loading them into the car. That doesn't sound good.
Uh-oh.
When the vehicle got onto the interstate, the teen told the couple he did not want to go on the trip, which he was told either to Guam or Idaho, the affidavit said.
So he's in the car with his parents, and his parents say we're taking a trip to either Guam or Idaho.
And they frantically loaded duffel bags into the car. Something says they're on the run.
Look, I'm no geography expert. I don't believe Guam and Idaho are near each other.
Right.
Why are those the 2 options?
I think they just-
why are they going to be safe in Idaho?
I didn't think they wanted follow-ups from the kid. They said either Guam or Idaho, get in the car. At that point, the teen told police the couple pulled over to the side of the road and gave him 2 bags containing a .40 caliber handgun, a 9mm handgun, and some cash. They told him to get out of the car and take care of the house as they drove away. So at least he was, they said he was on the interstate, but it sounds like they were near their house still.
Why didn't they just leave him at the house?
They should have just
Because
left
he
him
started
out.
asking questions in the car. He was being annoying. He was asking, are we to Guam or Idaho yet? I would have took the kid out of the car, too.
Would you give him a bag of guns?
I got to get my guns first.
How much money? Like $20 for the rest of his life? You're not coming back.
So after this happened, attempts were made by the police to call the couple's phones, but each time a person answering the phone either denied being Santos or simply hung up. Santos was the parents. So he actually picked up every time the phone rang. It was the cops. Said, hello? No, I'm not Santos.
Kenzie was calling.
Did he pick it up 17 times with the same cop's number? No. Wrong number.
Santos resident Bradley speaking. Wait, no, it's not. I lied.
Prank caller. When police took the teen home, they found the garage door and the front door of the home wide open. When police entered the home to investigate, they found the home, quote, to be cluttered in disarray with firearms laying out into the open. Boy, that's a lot to go in the house and just see guns everywhere laying out in the open.
Well, it's not like the cops weren't looking for them until they left their kid on the side of the road.
Yeah, that doesn't
You
sound like.
know?
Yeah, I don't know what they did, but they definitely knew heat was coming. Police were able to track the couple's phones to an address in Wakulla, Florida, where local police found and detained them. Santos, who denied being Santos, and Borgia was the wife, have been charged with neglect of a child without great bodily harm. Santos has also been charged with allowing a juvenile to possess a firearm. I
want to know what else they're going to get charged with.
That's it right now, but it says as of Wednesday today, both were still in the Sarasota County Jail under a $500,000 bond. I think you need 10% of that to get out, like $50,000.
Doesn't it feel like they just told on themselves? Like, they don't even know what else. Like, the cops are like, well, they did something.
Yeah,
now we got to figure out what it is.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows what they did.
Nobody knew.
But they were so paranoid, they said we got to get to Idaho or Guam.
Yeah, because from what we know, there's no drugs involved. There's no kidnapping involved. We just know they're desperate to get to either Idaho or Guam, and these people love having guns in their house.
I mean, they had so many guns. They had bags of different, like, they must have had their own guns to keep.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not giving away all my guns in a bag.
That's so true. They had to keep guns in the car after they gave their kid the guns.
They had so many guns, they left some at home. Like, we don't have room for all the guns.
Yeah, that's right. We don't have enough bags for the guns.
You have to bring your favorite guns. That's it. Pick your favorite.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.